Assalamualaikum and hi to Miss Bibiana and fellow friends. In this video, my group and I will like to present about the Sustainable Development Goals number 13, which is climate action. My name is Muhammad Arif Numan with my group members Muhammad Muizzuddin, NIKENLLY SHERADLEY and AHMAD RUSYAIDI. So let's get started. For the introduction, the Sustainable Development Goals of 13 can be defined as the action of all the nations involved to take urgent actions in order to combat climate change and its impacts. As we know, there is no country that was not experiencing the drastic effects of climate change. Greenhouse gas emissions now are more than 15% higher than in 1990. Global warming is causing long-lasting changes to our climate system, which threatens irreversible consequences if we do not act. The annual average economic losses from climate-related disasters are in the hundreds of billions of dollars. This is not to mention the human impact of geophysical disasters, which are 91% climate-related and which between 1998 and 2017 killed 1.3 million people and left 4.4 billion injured. The goals aim to mobilize 100 billion USD annually by 2020 to address the needs of developing countries to both adapt to climate change and invest in low carbon. The important goal is in tackling climate change. It is intrinsically linked to all 19 of the other goals of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. To address climate change, countries adopted the Paris Agreement to limit global temperature rise to well below 2 degrees Celsius.
Hello, I'm NIKENLLY ANAK YAMPIL. As a presenter, gonna talk about program discussions regarding with Sustainable Development Goal number 13, namely climate action. Firstly, the program that have been implemented based on SDG 13 is a Greening Malaysia's 100 Million Trees webinar series, which held on 25 May 2021 and organized by the Habitat Foundations and the Society of Conservation Biology, as you can see the poster on this slide. The activity was conducted via online meetings such as Zoom and Facebook due to pandemic COVID-19, while the amount of attendees who attended there is 750 participants. Additionally, the objective of this webinar is generate concern on the ecosystem services as well as biodiversity conservation, as the authority who have joined this program play a crucial role in protect the forest, plus it will enable the participants to concentrate more on the restoring forest connectivity, as we can sum up that event potentially in one of the wider international movement in recovering our jungle in Malaysia, because this method is ineffective solutions for environment climate actions. So these actions is also consistent with the UN Decade Ecosystem Restoration target. Besides, the implementations of programs start talking about some method seeking for incentive and encourage all sectors to get involved in the greening efforts, while it continued by the panelists showcase case studies from around Malaysia conducted by the Peninsular Malaysia, Sabah and Sarawak forestry departments, as they have highlighted the potential for using new technologies such as a drone for seed booming to help encourage the restorations of areas which are difficult to access. In addition, one of the presenters known as Dr. Zaiman shares some of the strategies and a best practice that have learned through their experience with the forest restorations. Together with, he also emphasized the importance of striving to follow the 10 golden rules. Not also to forget that Dr. Zaiman introduced two useful applications such as Arresto, which serve as a hub for restorations, connecting people to scientific data, supply chain, and funding. And the other application is Set IT, which is a mobile app that can help in tracking and managing seed collections. Furthermore, the second program called Save Earth Campaign Plant Trees been held on 29 June 2021 at the Cardamom Mountains in Kampong Sapua area located at Cambodia. And it operated by the environmentalists, namely Tan Kim Swer, cooperate with the Ministry of Environment and the Natural Beauty companies. The number of volunteers who joined this event been divided into two sections, which is 100 youth unpaid volunteers, while the other 100 voluntary peoples been given $7.50 per day participated in this event. As your information, the goal of this campaign is to raise public awareness about the crucial human actions of planting trees to avoid climate actions in future days. So if we do not focus on it, global warming will possibly occur and this impact will disrupt our earth pattern. Meanwhile, the tools being used to implement this campaign is seed and sapling as main tools for projects, following by shovel, dipper, rototiller, knife, pickaxe, pruning shears, rakes, rubber boots, as all of that is a basic material for planting activities. The activity began with selling those seeds to the ecotourism purpose, and the assistance from volunteers who needed for help the ecotourism planting all the seeds, including saplings, on appropriate place, which it can exhibit and create environmental awareness, especially educate the traveler to take care of the natural areas when they travel in that place, including learn about conserving the environment, plus the target to enhance the well-being of the local peoples regarding the environment. Thus, Via selling activity, they obtained a much of earnings, so Tan Kim Sewer began to improve the methods of planting saplings and seed with the help of natural beauty companies by adopting aerial seeding technologies, which involve spraying seeds from the aerial machines such as a drone, plane, or helicopter. The aerial seeds technique will be used in spreading the multiples of grasses with the legumes to huge locality as it functions to vegetative cover after incidents of fires and to suppress growth of invasive plant species.
Hi, my name is Muizzuddin. I'm going to present the benefit of the Save Earth campaign. The benefit of the Save Earth campaign are to contribute towards the betterment of this planet and make the world a better place to live for the generation to come. The campaign supports nurseries run by the local community, providing employment, opportunity, and restoring our lost forests. Trees give off oxygen that we need to breathe. Thus, the more trees there are, the colder the world will be, as the carbon dioxide consumed by trees more. The situation will result in the world temperature possibly dropping. Ministry of Environment and JETENDRA say in addition to the presence of plant in the forest, it shows more beauty to tourists who visit the area when the seed of this plant grow. In conclusion, planting trees is one of the easiest and most suitable ways to positively affect the environment. We need trees more than ever. Ministry of Environment and JETENDRA say in addition to the presence of plant in the forest, it shows more beauty to tourists who visit the area when the seed of this plant grow. In conclusion, planting trees is one of the easiest and most suitable ways to positively affect the environment. We need trees more than ever.
Very important, Go Green activity started on 1 January 2012, also can consider as the third program that have the characteristic of SDG 13, as the Ministry of Health was the operator in the Go Green activity. The volunteer of Go Green programs involve all the pharmacies member in Malaysia. Plus, the target that they want to gain from these programs is to reduce the amount of plastic used in and to minimize the risk of environmental pollution caused by plastic bags, which have a negative impact on our climate actions. And they also want to raise people awareness about the environmental issues, as this method can support the government in protecting our planet from climate change while it also maintaining the health of Malaysians, which plastic bag can cause health issue if the government fail to handle it. Based on the slide, we are able to see that several tools being used in this program, such as poster, pregnancies, and announcement notice via the electronic board to promote No Plastic Bag Pharmacy Go Green campaign. And they also exercise in using alternative bags such as recycle bag, reusable bag, non-woven bag, reuse packaging bag, which it must use suitable size for medicine box, and a rubber band in doing their job when meet with the patient. The activity being implemented when the pharmacists counsel their patients use the plastic bag less frequently and educate them lessons about the bad of the plastic usage in everyday life, especially the citizens are better informed about the 3R process, or known as reuse, reduce, and recycle. Then every volunteer also must inform their clients that the use of plastic bag is prohibited, and they will be advised to bring their own bags that are not made of plastic. While the continuations from this event also can be seen when MOH said the wisdom of pharmacists is needed in determining patients who need the plastic bag for certain cases. Pharmacists will not be allowed to give any plastic bags to carry patients' medicines because the government wants people to be given or bring their own bags not made of plastic. For the pharmaceutical service divisions, MOH will conduct monitoring to identify the impact of the campaign from time to time, and the facility will be asked to provide a feedback from this campaign.
Hello, my name is RUSYAIDI BAHRI. Today I want to discuss about the benefit of programs. There's a benefit of Go Green campaign. Firstly, is minimize amount of plastic usage in effort to prevent the risk of environment pollution, which plastic bags bring us harmful effects, especially towards our climate action. Secondly, increase people concern, especially their own patent in upkeep the environment as the method, giving hands to help the government to save our earth from climate action together with maintaining the level of Malaysian health. Thirdly, create awareness of the people by advice to the patient to less using plastic bag and teach them a lesson about plastic bag usage in daily life. So the patient would know further information in conduct 3R, which is consist, reuse, reduce, and recycle. Finally, create the responsibility among the public. For an example, they will exercise in using alternative bags such as recycle bag, reusable bag, and non-woven bag, which it must suitable size medicine box and rubber band, or they can bring their own bags.
Lastly, the fourth event known as Earth Hour held on 21 March 2021, who operated by World Fund for Nature, or known as WWF, while the locations for this event being conducted at around of the world, which multiple homes, buildings, landmarks, and the city skylines Gorda, such as Malaysia's, turn off the light started with the Twin Tower of KLCC, as well as the other buildings were following. Moreover, there are 192 countries participated with this project recently in 2021, as well as the objective that we can learn from Earth Hour event is to establish consensus among people by generating global debates about not only climate actions, but also human and environmental health, happiness, prosperity, also rehabilitations of the nature. Due to pandemic COVID-19, most of the usage of the material in support this program being conducted through the utilizations of Earth Hour virtual spotlight video, TikTok, YouTube, top-tier online, article and broadcast media, as well as advertisement, which most of the contest, promotion, and video of film in show Earth Hour support can be found there. Hence, the event being done by all participants will switch off their light, including other materials who using electronic energies within an hour in the night as a sign that we have supported the event to show our love in ensuring the flora and fauna in this world able to live healthy, same as human. While the other subsidiary activity during that month of Earth Hour also have applied, such as Green Recovery Talk conducted by WWF located at Japan in form of an online learning schools to teach people, especially children, as there are future generations, must know either their actions will bring negative or positive implications toward animals in the present days. Plus, Tomoko Maeda, a Japanese celebrity and Miss Earth winner, was hired as a host for a special chat with the various of guests on the topic of green recovery on Earth Hour days, and the chosen viewers from the talk were also been given giveaways via Instagram Live to make the programs more appealing. Other than that, 70,000 supporters and participations from several of celebrity in Russia making a petitions mentioned to the government and administrations in producing environmental data more accessible, plus the making of digital campaign named hashtag I am for openness have taught Russians about a variety of environmental challenges, including strategies to encourage local governments and the companies to be more honest on environmental issues.
There's a benefit of Safe Earth 2020. Firstly is minimize the generating power or electricity process, which is come from burning fossil fuel such as coal, oil, and natural gas, cause a large chunk global emission as the most electricity is still produced from fossil fuel ground in the world. Thirdly, support and fighting with climate action, especially global warming. For an example, WWF established Green Recovery Talk in Japan, as they wanted to send a message and wise method in effort to engage its audience online to rise up together with their need rehabilitation in their life with environment since the pandemic occurred. Next is teach people, especially children. For an example, the green recovery made by WWF Japan was accompanied by Asashiyama Zoo and Okinawa Tsurami Aquarium were conducted an online learning school to teach people, especially children, as they are future generation, must know either their action will bring negatively and implications towards the environment and animal in the present day. Finally, is enhance the awareness about climate action by using social media. For an example, they produce Earth Hour virtual spotlight, which is in its digital presence about the event through Earth Hour social media.
Hi, my name is Muizzuddin, and I'm going to present suggestion of the program, Greening Malaysia program. Suggestion for the Greening Malaysia program is enhancing the forest ecosystem as a whole, and not just into planting a tree. Thus, other species have critical responsibility in the ecosystem, such as distributing seeds and pollinating plants. For example, the program could take part in pollination, which is the main core of creating more plants. Not only have that, but erosion control adaptation as the topsoil also regulate the water flow, which will carry away the pollutant. Safe Earth campaign. The suggestion for the campaign are to underline the prevention of clearing forests in the first place. Indeed, tree planting has numerous potential benefits, but it must be seen as one part of a multifaceted solution to complex environmental challenges, which must begin by lowering the drivers of habitat destruction and degradation in the first place. For example, the campaign gives awareness on how important to protect the forest and protect it by using the law. Definitely, a major firm donates money to conservation organization to plant tree in order to offset its greenhouse gas emission. Well, it's not enough. That's why prevention is better than the cure. Next is the suggestion for the Go Green campaign. Provide awareness and action by the Malaysia Health Ministry and help in ability of plastic to decompose. Nonetheless, the suggestion is to practice the lifestyle of Go Green. The lifestyle of Go Green is not about reducing the use of plastic, but also about any practice that are environmentally friendly. For instance, one of Going Green practice is buying energy efficient appliances that are targeted at lowering the quantity of energy consumed by products and services. Earth Hour 2021. The suggestion for the program is to urge people to change their eating lifestyle. The program provides an effective way and unique way to save the earth by switching off the light. It touches the behavior of the people on its own to change the way, that has been done ever since they were child. For example, wasting less food, which is cooking and eating at home instead of going out to eat, is a cost-effective and healthy way to reduce consumption, and in the same way, saving the earth.
For their conclusions, as inhabitants of planet Earth, it is one of our utmost responsibility to the future generation to ensure that what they will inherit from us is the best and safest place to live, environment free from pollution, when all the countries are able to ensure that they enforce all the 4 steps introduced here. With full enforcement and surveillance, the objective will be fulfilled. Therefore, it is our greatest hope that in future major natural disaster due to climate change can be avoided or decrease the impacts. No doubt, absolute discipline is required in order to achieve the goals. Moreover, every country must ensure that in order to achieve the goal, every leaders must play their role properly with integrity. This is to make sure that no corrupt practice will deal with when it comes to the protection of the nature and its resource, like the uncontrolled and unsystematic deforestation by the loggers that had caused loss in the terms of life and property. Finally, it is clear to all of us that the awareness of all people in caring for the nature is very important to ensure that their well-being are well taken care of until the future. So, that's for me. Thank you.